with your seats for landing.
Artisanal sector doesn't really work on email, so we sort of have to travel to them. You know, when I started the brand, the sort of thesis was that I just didn't see my culture represented the way I wanted it to be. I'd seen it appropriated the wrong way maybe, and it was about sort of just taking ownership of that narrative and working with like the masters of the craft and really executing at a high level. We work with a few artisans, make a trip out there, explore their archives, see what we can pull, what would work for us this season, what we can develop, because most of the fabrics are sort of made from scratch. The idea really is to like inject humanness into clothing, sort of provide some sort of meaning to the garments we make through there being sort of a literal story and real people making the clothes. Like if you look around, there's like actual processes that are happening, and it's hard to sort of not feel enthusiastic about clothing when there's this much going into it. It's all done with natural dyes, and yeah, the idea is like, how do we keep these crafts going? How do we revive them? I felt like clothing lacked an element of humanness, like working with real people who are like handloom weavers, hand embroiderers, kantha embroiderers. It's a way of sort of injecting meaning into clothing before the wearer even uses it, which is a fairly unique thing I think that we can achieve by producing in India. Yeah, we're at the factory. I guess we're gonna show you like where the magic happens. Yeah, the tailoring unit we work with is great because it's only like 25-30 minutes away from my house. So I'm pretty much here 3-4 times a week, if not more, and spend a couple hours here. This place has sort of been instrumental into my learning process because not being from a fashion background and not going to fashion school, there was a lot of learning on the job, learning how to cut a pattern, learning how to get stuff wrong, how to fix stuff. All that stuff sort of happened here, and this place was about to basically shut down during the pandemic, and we've sort of helped rebuild the tailoring side of the business back up, and now they sort of only produce Karu pieces, which is great, and we can ensure that the quality is really high, that we work with people on a long-term basis. The people that have been working here have sort of been working here since the start of the brand pretty much. They sort of work at their own pace. It's fairly relaxed. It's very chill. There's a lot of tea breaks. It's fairly quiet. You can hop into a game of cricket if you're here in the afternoon, which is always nice. Yeah, it's a good place. It's very special, and it's sort of been the basis for where I've been able to form my brand.